everybody. Welcome to the community talk show called Let's Talk About It, where I'm your host, Charay Vaughn, and we focus on issues affecting our community and much, much more. Today, I have with me a phenomenal boxer. He's also been seen in some Fox TV commercials. Let's welcome Tony Fasthands Harvin. Welcome.
Thank you. Welcome.
He said welcome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time out to come on to the Let's Talk About It community talk show. And so let's tell us a little bit about who is Tony.
Tony Harvin is from Jersey City, New Jersey, 37 years of age. Had a pretty decent come up as a kid, stayed away from negativity, and just basically stayed focused, you know what I mean? Kept away from trouble, you know.
Okay.
I was a good boy.
So we say, right? Look, you're gonna tell the truth on the Charay Vaughn show, right? What is it? Tell the truth, shame the devil. No, but so are you an only child? Do you have siblings?
About 5 sisters, 1 brother.
Okay.
I'm somewhere in the middle.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm one of 10. I'm the knee baby. So yeah, I have a younger sister, then I have, yes, sisters higher up the chain ladder. My brothers, yes, how you doing? But okay, so let's jump right into it. So how did you get your start into boxing?
Well, I'd say about 2006. You know what I'm saying? I stepped into a gym. And of course, the first week, in the beginning is tough, but you got to keep it pushing. You got to really keep it going. First, it was like a hobby or, something to do, something to stay in shape. But over time, you start to see your skills get better and better as you keep perfecting your craft. And, coaches want to put me in fights and stuff like that. I thought it was fun in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? You don't think about it could turn into something. It could turn into something, but, kind of did, but, kind of let little things get in the way from pursuing even more on a more higher level.
Mm-hmm. So if you had to explain that sport to someone who doesn't know what boxing is, what would you tell them?
It's dangerous. If somebody was to, really make it a career, they gotta, eat, sleep, and poop boxing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta study videos, you gotta eat right, stay in shape, run. You're gonna have to miss, a lot of family events, go out with your friends. You gotta miss all that if you really wanna make it and really wanna be the best.
Right. So we know it's a very dangerous sport. So I don't have any sons. I have all girls. But if I had a son, as a mom, and he's like, okay, mom, I want to be a boxer. I'm like, no, my baby, clutch my pearls. So if you had to tell someone, a mother, and they had a son who wanted to be a boxer, what would you tell that mother to encourage her?
I mean, encouragement. I mean, I gotta tell the truth. It's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? You gonna see your kid getting hit. You are gonna see the bruises and things like that. But at the end of the day, it's discipline. It's keep them focused, keep them out the streets. Actually can help them. Grow up to be a better man. You know what I'm saying? When you're in the ring and you want the pressure, it's parallel to life. You're gonna get knocked down. You're gonna get hit, but you got to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stay strong.
Right. So that would be some of the positive things that you would tell them that they can take from being a boxer.
Absolutely.
Okay. So what do you love about boxing?
Everything, you know what I'm saying? From getting hit to working out, staying disciplined, keep focused. It's therapeutic, you know. I don't go through any type of stressful situation or depression, but it's a relief, you know what I'm saying? To let out, to relax. It's just like man caves or whatever. Some guys like to fix up things with tools and whatnot. I like to, go in my basement and hit things, you know.
So when you say getting hit, I don't like to get hit. What do you mean? What's so positive that you like about getting hit? Elaborate on
I
that.
mean, some people like the rush of getting hit. I mean, a lot of fighters are immune to getting hit. They might get hit, you ain't get no cut, no bruises. They might not feel nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, wow, you discipline your body to get to that level. I mean, when you're a fighter, things get strong on you, your bones, your muscles, and everything on you. So you
Yeah.
get immune to it. You get used to it. It's
Okay.
just it's a rush.
So it's all
It's
for
a
the
rush.
rush, the thrills, like some guys like the fast cars, the rush. So yours is
Yeah,
okay, gotcha.
absolutely.
Okay. So what inspires you?
Uh, I would say Mike Tyson, maybe watching Mike Tyson fights and stuff like that, and just sneaking off to the stores. And was a boxing gym there when I was a kid, and I just used to peek in stuff like that, and I always wanted to get in. And when I got to a certain age to get in, I did.
Okay. So would you say my next question would be who inspires you? Would you say Mike Tyson? Anyone else?
Uh, no one particular. Outside of Mike Tyson, I just watched a lot of fights. As a kid, what I'm saying, Mike Tyson, Floyd, Muhammad Ali, a lot of old fights. Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler,
Mhm.
Tommy Hearns.
Okay. So where are some places that you have performed at?
Uh, Atlantic City, Long Island, just the tri-state area. Little
Okay.
amateur fights and amateur stuff. I mean, I didn't travel outside. I mean, of course, that would be expenses and a lot of resources with the state. They don't want to fund the urban communities and have us travel a lot.
Mhm. Okay. So when you were fighting, how often did you get badly injured? And when you did, how long did it take for you to recover from that major fight?
Uh, well, you mainly get the injuries in practice. You know what I'm saying? I'd say get hit in the eye one day and seeing double vision for a day. Um, broken eye orbit, broken knuckles, cracked rib. You know, stuff like that. I mean, broken bones heal more than pulled muscles.
Mhm.
So a lot of broken stuff. But a couple of weeks healing.
No
A
weeks.
couple of weeks.
Wow. Mm. So with it taking you a couple of weeks to heal, how soon would they schedule your next fight?
Well, well, it's the amateur. So if you don't tell the coach that you're injured, I'm saying you can go back in anytime you want. But if you in a tournament, like a Golden Gloves, and you get injured, and you went to the last round of the finals or whatever, you gonna want to fight. I'm saying you're gonna tell nobody that you're injured because you gonna want to win.
Oh wow.
You know, so that's how it is.
Okay. So who were some of your opponents?
I can't remember. I'm 37, man. I was like, I can remember one, two, one I know because he was from the area. I trained with him, and you might run into somebody that you're gonna fight. My weight class was 123, so it's not a lot of people my age that's 123 pounds
Right.
at the time.
Wow.
So you're gonna fight the same people, and you're gonna run into them in the gym. They're gonna come to your gym. You're gonna spar, and you might meet them in a tournament or something, and you actually fight them. So
Right. Right. Because you are a small frame guy up in the
uh,
ring.
I was 119 pounds fighting 123.
Wow. Wasn't scared, huh? He's like, all hands.
No, I mean, you'll be nervous in the beginning, but hey,
I hear you. Okay. So what was your training schedule like?
if you're training for a fight, I mean, shoot, you gotta train at least 5 times a week, sometimes twice a day.
Mhm.
It's gonna be as hard if you work and you got kids. That was me. You got to balance those times out. You got to have a good support system. Not if you got a crazy baby mother, man. It's gonna be kind of hard for you to really stay focused. But just block everything out that's negative and just stay focused.
Mhm. Okay. So when was your last fight?
Shoot, 2015.
Okay.
But we was scheduling something before COVID hit. Just to go pro. But once COVID hit, the whole 2000 what? The whole 2020,
Right.
2021. That just messed everything up. Messed
Wow.
everything up. So, you know,
Wow. So do they have a new scheduled time for when they may start back up again?
I mean, it started up, but usually, during COVID, it's like the ones who can make the most money are gonna be scheduled those fights. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm not too much interested in no more going pro. I don't know.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because you lose the hunger after a while. Like no gyms was open, nobody was trying to practice with you because everybody was scared of COVID and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Okay. So I hear you say you're not really interested too much in being a boxer anymore. But back in those days, if you had the opportunity to get into the ring with someone, who would it be and why?
I mean, I don't have no professional fight, so usually, if you're starting off as a professional, you could go two ways: either sign up with a promoter, or you could pay for your own. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that a promoter does. You could be your own promoter if you got the right funds. You know what I mean? You're not gonna fight nobody like Floyd. You got to get to a certain level to
Right.
fight Floyd. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got to steps to get to that. You know.
Right. Gotcha. 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 Okay. So what does the future hold for you?
Uh, just small business ventures, and just focusing on that. It's more relaxing. It's less hits. you know, focusing on business stuff and just kicking back, and I'm looking at maybe getting a little trucking company or whatever. I don't know. I'll see. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay. So how did you get with the information you sent me? You've done some commercials with Fox. So how did you get into that?
Well, that wasn't a commercial. I did a commercial with Title Boxing. With that, I don't know. I think I just emailed. I was emailing a lot of like I don't know, magazines or whatever, like Title Boxing, Nike, Reebok. I was emailing everybody, like, how can I get into a commercial or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Doing it myself, because try to get me a talent agent or something, man. But they wanted me to go to all these classes and whatnot. I ain't got time for that. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So I just did it myself, and I got the commercial. You know what I'm saying? It was shot in Jersey City, New Jersey. I wrote it, whatever. So it was cool. It was a positive message and things like that. The one with Fox, that was because they wanted that radio station with K Fox, and they wanted to interview the pastor, and they would give me the videos to put it on my YouTube or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So that was recorded from our cameraman, and it was given to me to put it on. You know, versus Fox, they're doing it themselves because they said Fox edited some stuff out,
Mhm.
on their end, but we didn't.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we see you sent me some information where, you got a pretty huge following. You got 80 plus thousand subscribers with over 22 million views. And I see you post about this pastor Geno Jennings, right? Geno Jennings. Jennings. Okay. And I looked at some of his videos, and he's gone viral for being very controversial when it comes to his stance with the Bible with women. So, what is your affiliation with him? Do you go to his church? Where is his church located, or is it just? Tell me the reasoning for behind posting of his videos.
Well, back in 2014 is when I came across Geno Jennings. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people was watching him, but not everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wasn't, hip to Geno. But he had a little following at the time, and I was watching him for about 2 years. I had a YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? I would post like secular stuff, like funny stuff from like movies and things like that. So I decided to put, you know what I mean, Gino, small clips, and people started to watch it, you know what I mean, by surprise. And, it just built from there. So I
Okay.
didn't know people was gonna be interested in that stuff. You know what I mean?
By
So
any means necessary. I
eh,
know that's right.
and I just started, I attended their church a few
Okay.
times and stuff like that, and I go from time to time, and know what I'm saying? We work hand in hand, with the his cameraman and production team, and with other YouTubers to push those videos.
Okay, so his church is located where?
Philadelphia,
In Philadelphia.
PA, on I think North Fifth and Lindley.
Okay. Okay. Okay, cool. So I've also watched some of your very inspirational videos where you talk about, people having haters and whatnot. But then I also saw this one video that I can definitely identify with you with when it was dealing with the demonic spirit. So tell us a little bit about that.
Oh yeah, I've been was supposed to do that video like a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? But I guess it's a time for everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've been had that video in my camera for some time, and I just
Okay.
put it up there, and everything is true. You know what I'm saying? As a kid, we'll see a lot of things, and I still got more stories that I got to share and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And I noticed that a lot of people can relate, as I kind of figured. You know what I'm saying? Especially you laying on your dang stomach and can't move after waking up.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? It could be scary. You know what I mean?
Right.
So uh, that stuff is real. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like seeing demons and whatnot, and oh man, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Now
Right.
you start to see it on kind of people when the way they act and how they are in this world. You know what I'm saying? They acting just as I saw. You know what I mean? But in a more personality type of way and things like that. So I mean, do I have nightmares now? Maybe like once every year now. But when I was a kid, it was worse. You know.
Wow. Yeah, because like I said, I can definitely identify with you with that. I mean, from a kid even up to now. Now, more of the spiritual aspect, not so much, but I do get these feelings, these notions about something that may happen, and or I have had a dream that has been a warning for something that could have been getting ready to go do a show or something, and it's like, I don't think you should do that, and I'll have a dream about running away from snakes or something. And I'm like, wow, I can't go. And then come to find out it was a reason why I shouldn't have gone. I've also had that spiritual, I don't know if I wouldn't say spiritual awakening, but that encounter where you have the sleep paralysis is what they call it, where you can't move. And in that moment, you're conscious, you're asleep, but then you're awake, your subconscious up. And so therefore you're able to see what most cannot see with the naked eye. Now, sometimes I have that encounter at that moment, and sometimes I can have an encounter with talking to you right now, and I can look up and I can see something. I haven't really dive deep into that just yet. But when it's on you, no matter where you move, because I don't move like 4 or 5 times, it's going to follow you, But we'll talk about more of that on another show where you
Mhm.
can give us some more, tell us about some other examples of other encounters that you've had.
Cool.
So, yes, sir. This is going to be good. So, part two, you guys, you're going to have to stay tuned for part two. But so tell everybody where they can find you.
Find me on Facebook, TonyFasthandZHandZHarvin, which is the same as Instagram. YouTube channel, TonyHarvin, Tony Harvin. Email, BLXERTONYHARVIN@gmail.com.
bin.gmail.com. So are you going to give us a little example, show us a little combination of something, these hands?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, my gym is way in my basement, so it's like.
I mean, you can do it right there on the bed. Just do a quick like, I know that's karate, but you know what I'm saying.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, is my screen big on your end?
Oh, you holding it? Are you holding it?
Yeah.
Oh, so you can't do it. All right, we'll save that for part two then.
No
You hear me?
problem. I get a tripod for this phone.
Okay, part two. Yeah. So we'll save it for part two. No problems. Well, again, thank you so much, Tony Fasthands. Harvin. Thank you for coming on to my show. And you guys always remember to let's talk about it. Have a good night, everybody.